Alright, so, yo, what is up, guys? Mr. Jobeanvideos here, and today I am with... Say your names, guys.
Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Strangerhaunts or Alex.
Yeah, alright. I'm with these two nerds. We're doing a review on Krampus. So I have about an 8-foot ceiling, and Krampus... he touches my ceiling fan, which is not a good thing if you ask me, but it's not the worst thing in the world. There we go. I'm trying to adjust my ceiling fan. Alright, there we go. So, yeah. First category that I'm going to start off with is price. Now, the price of Krampus is $340, but, we ended up paying $280 for him. Because coupons and free shipping. We got them shipped to the stores. And, yeah, honestly, when it comes to the price, I kind of think he's a little bit worth it. Because of all this detail and how absolutely huge he is. What you guys thinking about the price of Krampus?
Steep.
Pretty steep? But would you say it's worth it?
Too much. I mean, it is a licensed prop, but, like, it just seems a bit too much for what he does. I mean, he looks great, but, it could be a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really could. But, you do pay for, like, really, you get what you pay for. You're getting a 7.5-foot tall, massive creature. Like, he's absolutely huge. Honestly, the pricing for me is gonna have to get a 1. Just because, like, yeah, it's worth it, but it's so steep. So next is the setup of Krampus. So Krampus' setup, it's not hard per se, but it's not easy. I mean, probably the worst part of it is getting the chains on. That's always the most difficult part, for me at least. Here's the back of Krampus, by the way. Yeah, he's big. He's, like, really, really big. His robe could go out to, like, here, and he still goes out to here. He's at least 6 feet, 7 feet long. Like, from the tip of his finger to, the back of his robe. He's absolutely huge. But, honestly, the setup, it's not bad for what it is. It's really easy. It's a seasonal vision style setup with, the quick connect poles. And, the prongs, because I can actually kind of show you guys the inside. That's how his head connects. And you guys can see down in there. Yeah, it's easy setup. That's gonna have to get a 2 for me. So next is the size of Krampus. What would you guys have to say about the size of Krampus?
I've never seen him set up in person, so I don't know.
What about you, Alex?
But, I mean, I would guess he's pretty big, and if so, I mean, that's pretty cool how he is big.
Yeah.
I would say his size is pretty decent. It says, like, what, 7.5 feet?
He is 7.5 feet.
Yeah,
6 foot is about at, like, around the wrinkles of the head. But, honestly, they mislabeled him on the website. He's bigger than 7.5 feet. Or, not 7.5, 6.5. He's too big at the same time because his back goes out for miles, pretty much. And he's wide. He's really, really wide. Like, me standing back, I can barely even get all of him in the shot. Honestly, size is getting a 2, just because of how big he is and it works for him. It's not unnecessarily big, which is good in my opinion. So, the next category is animation, so let me get him plugged in. Alright. lights off. Alright, so that was Krampus. Honestly, I feel that the animation of Krampus is really good. Even though it's only a side-to-side movement, I think it works for him. Because if he did anything else, he'd break himself. Well, you guys agree with me on this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, sure, he is lacking in animation, but I mean, the whole overall design of him really makes up for that lack of animation, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, like, by far. Yeah, I do have to agree with you, Alex. Really, where it's quote-unquote lacking in animation, it really, really makes up for in the audio and also in the way he just looks. And also, one thing I failed to mention, on his hoof, let me take this off. This is real fur right here, or fake fur, I don't know, but it's not plastic or molded in like I thought earlier. Before I got him. So, yeah, animation, oddly enough, it's getting a 2, even though it's very lacking in my opinion. It's still getting a 2 because it just works, you know? It works and it looks great. And then on to the last category, the spook factor, or the scare factor. Like, how scary is the prop on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd give him a solid 9. Because, like, imagine you're a trick-or-treater, and you're going up to a house, and there's this massive behemoth of an animatronic just sitting there, moving around and howling. The guy's huge. He has these really sharp teeth on the inside of his mouth, which makes him even creepier in my opinion. He also even has his top row of teeth, which is even creepier than that. His dead look on his face. Also these hands. And all these chains. And by the way, the belts are real. And like all that. And also the massive horns. Like, honestly, yeah, it's solid 9, which is a 2. Meaning I give Krampus a 9 out of 10. Meaning if you have the money, get him. 100%. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.